I'm waiting for Morris to come running from the front yard. He's not back here. Maybe in a few minutes. Stripe's eating, but he was standing out here holding his body all tight together. He's cold-natured. That's why he sleeps in the garage. And here's our Tuxie boy. Morning, buddy. He was in the doghouse down below, staying warm. It's pretty frosty here this morning. There's ice in the water bowls this morning.
Really?
Really?
Well, it's kind of cold. I got both my vest on and my life jacket. Cold.
All right, well, you hurry on out and back. That wind going, 10 mile an hour on that thing.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely gets into that wind chill factor.
Yep. Morris did show up around back. Oh, thank goodness it's Friday. I am really feeling the tired this morning. I'm still waiting for that cup of coffee that I've already guzzled down to kick in. Well, she's not doing it this morning. I'm surprised she didn't decide to move over to that lane like she's done a few times. We'll see what she does going through the stoplight here. The light's just turned green. This is where she took a, swerve to the right the other morning. Yesterday she didn't do it. So she didn't do it on Thursday, but Wednesday is where she kind of swerved and I had to take control. She's not very patient sometimes. I felt a little play in the wheel, but no swerve. Totally acceptable. So I had 2 engagements since I came out of Fuquay under the train overpass. One was she went to change lanes from the right lane to the left lane to follow the route when I don't make a turn for 13 miles. No one was in front of me. I wasn't going slow. It was just like a totally nonsensical lane change. So I kicked her out. Well, I usually just try to turn off the turn signal. I don't know. I still have lane change confirmation, but that only applies on the highway, and most of the spots on this road are not considered the highway. So a lot of times she just tries to move without giving me a chance to tell her, nah, I really don't want to change lanes right now. And then the other thing was, as I was getting into the left lane to go around some slow-moving traffic, I had signaled myself. And halfway through the maneuver, a car came up, moved out of the right lane to the left lane also, and she was going to abort the maneuver. And she had plenty of room to finish it. And so I just took control and finished getting left myself. I told Johnny, like all new drivers, once you're kind of committed, unless a crash is imminent, you don't usually back out of the maneuver that you're performing. But anyway, she was too tentative there. If she had the lane, she was already halfway, 2/3 of the way, and then she was going to back out of it. No, I don't think so. Don't do that. But I still would continue to say that a lot of the disengagements I'm having, at least out here on Highway 401, are all navigational, mostly navigational, and erroneous turn signal. The lane centering is spotless now. 5 years ago, the lane centering needed work. The lane centering in comparison to 5 years ago is excellent. Ruby says it's a frosty 29 out there this morning. No wonder the cat water bowls were all frozen. I'm not going to stop at St. Monica's this morning. I need to run into the Walmart in Fuquay. I need a chicken and I need a couple storage containers to finish processing the things I had to move around yesterday. So I'm gonna walk with Dawn, and I just the 10 or 15 minutes I would stop at St. Monica. I need that time back to stop at Walmart and stay on track this morning. I got Johnny dropped off at 7:30, no problems. He wasn't thrilled about walking in the frosty air to where he has to go. I'm not able to drop him off very close to the building that he goes to first thing in the morning, so there's always a little bit of a hike. I would drop him off closer if I could. This a Volvo. Yeah, C40. Well, my first stop was actually the UPS store. I got to say, you know, they've moved over from this arch here, that empty spot, to here. It's about double their space, and they have 4 or 5 tables in there that go up and down and let you wrap and have cutters and tape, and I mean, it's a production in there. It's really nice. Always multiple people up at the counter handling the people coming in and out, rarely more than a 2 or 3 minute wait. I highly recommend the local, that particular, I can speak for, UPS store. I was just processing an Amazon return. Amazon has done a good job of making returns easy. I actually meant to take it in with me Tuesday to Whole Foods and forgot, so not a problem this time of day to get in and out of the UPS store. I wouldn't want to be over here in the afternoon though. It's got to be, well, we're not at, I'm sure, final mailing yet for Christmas, but we'll be getting close here in the next 10 days, and it's busy time of the year for them. Don't come in the afternoon. 8 o'clock in the morning is when they open. All right, Walmart. I came to this one instead of Garner because, quite frankly, as many problems as this store has, the security at the Garner Walmart causes me a little bit of concern. I'm less concerned about security at this store, and I think for the 2 things I need, it's likely they'll have it, hopefully. Hopefully. I got the chicken and got the storage containers, although they were not exactly the storage containers that I wanted. And I don't normally approve of cutting through parking spaces, but if you don't come straight onto this over here, it's kind of tire rubbing, hard to keep the rims safe. Besides, I stop before I pull forward, and instead of just diagonally crossing through them at 30 miles an hour like I'm the only person in the parking lot. Anyway, I got storage bins. Not exactly the ones I wanted, but I did get them, so I should be able to finish up what I need to do at the house. The last of the changeover from yesterday's furniture purchase. It's 8:44, so I'll be 5 minutes late getting home, more so than normal, but I don't have to be out the door super fast today, so it's okay. Don and I are bundled out on the trail, and we just saw 2 pileated woodpeckers over to the left. I wasn't able to get them on camera or video, but it was nice to see them. We need to warm up. It's chillier than we'd prefer.
Yeah, it's like 32, 33 now.
So it says, let's talk transit, Fuquay-Varina transit study. I got a lot to say along with some other people in town about the traffic woes, so.
I don't think it has anything to do with traffic.
No, what's it have to do with?
They're thinking about community transportation.
Right, well, you need to go to letstalkfv.org/transit-study. He's thrilled. I made him take a picture of the QR code with his phone and told him to go take it for us. Of course, I am the one driving back and forth through town all the time while he's at home. As Don was telling me this morning, the newspaper says the turnpike near us is scheduled to open spring of 2024. Well, I certainly didn't think it was that close to opening, but yeah, that sounds reasonable based on where they are. And what else did you tell me? I-40 and US 70 are closed at overnight for the next week or so, till December the 6th.
If you're heading if you're coming up from the coast on I-40,
right,
into Raleigh,
Overnight.
Overnight.
11 to 6.
11
Yeah.
p.m. to 6 a.m. They're going to close that inbound. There's a detour you go on 42 at Cleveland over to 70 and go up that way to get a detour around it.
Yep.
And it's in preparation for building the I-40 US 70 Triangle Expressway interchange.
In other words, it's where the Turnpike, I-40, and US 70 are all going to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, joy. Where's all our friends?
Well, I think they don't like the cold.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's the case too.
Yeah.
It's just me and Don out here.
Yeah. Well, it's actually nice in the sun. I mean, if it wasn't sunny, because there is a breeze, it might not be so nice. But at this point, I'm cool. This is fine. I don't mind this at all.
Yeah, it's not quite as windy today as yesterday, so it's not too bad. Besides, we've been walking for a little bit now.
Yeah, I'm all warm. I'm not hot and cold at all.
Trust us, once we get off the trail out here where there's more sunshine, we're usually good. But it is a trade-off between more wind or more sun. You know, like the trail has wind block and the track over here has sunshine. It's always good to be at the top of the hill and to get back in the car to sit down. Right, Donnie?
Yep, absolutely right.
All right, Don's been fasting and he's breaking his fast today, and he says he wants deviled eggs, and I picked up this brand new 12 capacity dash egg cooker yesterday for $10. It's like $30 on Amazon. Seriously, it was never even out of the thing, best as I can tell. It doesn't really look like it was ever out of there. So I'm gonna hard boil some eggs now, and then this afternoon I'll actually make the deviled eggs. The small one makes a fire alarm kind of a sound. We're betting this one jingles, that they've improved upon that other one that makes you feel like, you know, there's been a nuclear detonation or something. It's cute. It does take a little more water, but it's the same little pour thing. You know, it has this egg piercer, this little sharp thing on the bottom, and then 5.5 ounces of water takes about 15 minutes. So, and it does, I found out the hard way, yes I did, crush an egg, come with a protective cap that I ditched on the other one that was still on the little sharp thing there. So yeah, live and learn. No rest for the weary. I'm off again. I'm a little late. I'm not gonna get downtown till probably 12:20. Oops. But I got the eggs peeled and chilling. I got the chicken started in the Instant Pot for the cats. And I was processing the clothes and stuff I bought at Guardian Angel yesterday. So I did some laundry on top of walking. Something's going on here at Banks Road that's not good. 55 and super pretty out there now. And I was right. My arrival is at 12:20. Autopilot kind of frustrated me there for a while today. I'm actually driving right now. I find that when there's one disengagement, it usually ends up to be 2 or 3 all at one time. Maybe even 4. When things go wrong, it just seems to be perpetually going wrong for a little bit. Those trees up that way are pretty. I've got Johnny now and we're headed back home. I just thought I'd start talking because the pretty blue Y was in front of us. Not anybody's car that I know. Not our friend David's car. Johnny was just telling me about his schedule for the upcoming semester, his last high school semester in sociology, art 131, AP stats still, weightlifting, and English something, yeah. So it looks like our drop-off and pickup times will be pretty similar to this semester. The only major difference is Friday afternoon is weightlifting, so end of day pickup on Fridays now. But it sounds like the Tuesday schedule is pretty much identical, and the Monday, Wednesday schedule will be just a little later, like more like a planned 12:30, 1 o'clock pickup versus a 12 often 12:30 pickup. So sounds totally reasonable to me, and I think Johnny's thinking it sounds pretty reasonable too. Well, I don't know where the rest of the afternoon and early evening went. I just stayed busy cooking, cleaning, taking Johnny to Taekwondo. Don helped because I had him in and out to the garage like 10 times at least, and up and down the attic steps about 6 times, and you know, it takes a team. So we're just sitting here watching Rob. We just had a steak for dinner. Johnny's headed to his father's house for the weekend, straight from Taekwondo, and we're looking forward to the Tesla meetup tomorrow at 1 over near the Cary Supercharger.